Hey, what's going on YouTube fam? Note to Fake Jace here. Today I just wanted to show you a comparison video of the recently purchased 2016 Space Jams here on the right. And then we have in the middle the 2000 version. And then we have the 2009 version of the Space Jam. My first impression was that when I took these out of the box, I just got these today. From Finish Line. When I took these out of the box, my first impression was that the mold of the shoe, the shape of the shoe, was actually very aesthetically pleasing. It does not have that little curve here. It's actually a very straight slope down. If you look at the 2009 version, there was a big slope, a dip here, so it looked like basically kind of like a clown shoe here. So you can see how this part is not a complete straight line. So aesthetically, it was very pleasing to the eye. And also I like the fact that it had the high patent leather cut here throughout the shoe, around that's wrapped around the shoe. So I like that. So yeah, today I wanted to kind of do a comparison video of the Space Jams that's been released. And actually I'm just going to do this. I'm going to put 2009 in the middle, and then we have the 2000 on the left, so that so these will be in order. What I would like to also mention is that the feel of the shoe is actually very similar on the 2016 to the 2009. If you guys recall, the 2009 version was considered one of the worst, retro shoes for the 11s ever. The main reason was because of the shape of the shoe was just horrendous. The patent leather cut was barely there. Look how thin this was. And then I think the worst part was that it was so stiff that when you wear these shoes, I think the toe box is so narrow that the patent leather cut on the side can actually cut into your feet and your toes, so it just did not feel very comfortable. If you own a 2000 version of the Space Jam, you would know what I'm talking about in terms of the feel of the shoe. It's very comfortable. The leather is very soft, so it conforms to your feet very well. So when you're moving around the court, the shoe will give you that support. Whereas the 2009 version, I felt like if I'm wearing those and I'm playing basketball, it just was very stiff. It did not conform to your feet very well. And it's not a very comfortable shoe, period. So the 2016 version, my first impression when I felt them was that they're very stiff. In terms of the padding, I would say that it's actually maybe a little bit between the 2000 and 2009 version. The 2009 version did not come very well padded. And then, the 2016 version actually is let me take that back. Actually not very padded either. It's very thin, and whereas the 2000 version, it's it's very cushiony, and there's quite a bit of foam in there that gives you support. The 2009 version is still very kind of thin, and it's it's not very soft, and it's not very cushiony, and then I'm feeling the 2016 version is kind of the same. It's not very cushiony either. It's kind of thin, so they kind of skimped on the ankle support part, which is not very good. The other thing that is noticeable right away is the Jumpman logo. For the 2016 version, this one is actually, the colorway is black Concord white. And so you have the Concord. Basically this will match the 2011 Concord, white Concord version of the shoe in terms of the color. It's purplish, and I'm not sure if you can actually pick this up from the camera, but if you have it in your hand, you actually can tell the difference that this is purple, so Concord. Versus the 2009 version, it's royal blue. And then you have the 2000 version. It's also royal blue. Okay. The shape or the form of the shape of the Jumpman is also very different as well. You have the 2000 version, which looks I can't even tell you that this is actually a very good Jumpman, but you know, it looks just like a stick figure. It has there's a crack in the butt there. The arm just looks very unproportioned. It looks like a stick figure. 2009 version wasn't any better. It still looked very similar to the 2000 version, except it was going the other direction, whereas the ball here is going away from the heel tap, when the 2009 version here is the ball is facing the heel tap. And so yeah, this is just, you know, I think it may look a little bit better than the 2000 version, but it's not, you know, it looks just like a fat body with a butt crack and stick figure. And then when you come to the 2016 version, it just looks much better, I believe. You know, it's more proportional. It just looks more like the Jumpman logo that it's supposed to be. The patent leather cut also is very noticeably different as well. As I mentioned, the height of the patent leather cut is different. The 2016 version is really similar to the original 1996 1996 Air Jordan 11 specs in terms of the height of the patent leather. It's very high, and it just looks really nice like this. The 2009 version was probably the worst one of all, where the patent leather cut is just very thin, totally, you know, skimping the consumers of the patent leather here. And then you have the 2000 version, which is also very thin. It's not very high cut on the patent leather. But you know, I think at the time, you know, these were the Retro Plus colorway, so these were not the original Air Jordan 11s. But to me, these are always going to be the original Space Jams, other than the ones that Jordan has, but which was never released. Also had the high patent leather cut, and then the Jumpman was facing the other way, and then it had the 45 on the back. It was purple. It wasn't Concord. Now, the patent leather cut also, noticeably, you can tell right away that you can see the grain, the white lines inside the patent leather. It is also very similar, and I believe this is what the cut was like for the 1996 version of the original Air Jordan 11. You can see the leather grain in here. That's white color. That wraps around the whole shoe. The 2009 version, which is in the middle, does not have. You cannot see the white grain there. And the same thing with the 2000 version. There's no white grain. There are whittle peaks everywhere on the 2016. You can see it right there. You can also see it, I think, on this side as well, right there. And then you have one in the front, the toe box area right here. There are some, whittle peaks on the 2009, but it's very subtle. You can't really see it, but you can feel it. And then the 2000 version, you can actually kind of see it, but it's because it's black. You can't, you can't see the widow's peak that well. As far as the back of the shoe, we have your standard 23 for the 2000 version, 2009, 2016. So, and these are actually, I believe, heat pressed numbers. So it's these, paint strips, and then they just heat pressed it on there. But because, and these will actually peel off. I have a pair of the Bread 11s that the 23 is starting to peel off. Same thing with the 2009 version. You can tell the difference is that, this is obviously it's heat pressed on. You can actually feel the numbers here. Surprisingly, the 2000 version has been staying on pretty well. The Bread and the 11s that I have that started to peel was from the Countdown pack, and those are just crappy material. And then you have the 2016 version, which is sewn in, so these were never ever going to come off, which which is good, a good touch on the Jordan brand's part. Same thing, you know, they pay homage to the original Jordan 45. Space Jam 45, where it was sewn in. So they're really trying to, you know, make these shoes retro to really mimic the original ones that Jordan had when he was playing with the Bulls after retirement against Orlando Magics, that he had these Jordan 45s. And I know that there are also other 45s where the 4 and the 5, so the 4 is on top and the 5 is at the bottom. So those are all, I believe those are the other PE Jordans that they had. Instead of 4 and 5 next to each other, they had the 4 on top and 5 at the bottom, just like the 2 and 3 like this. So yeah, and then the bottom of the sole is also very, you know, it's not that much different than the previous releases, but you can tell that the pods, the track pods right here, these are actually purple. So these are going to be exactly like the 2011 version of the Concord 11s, where the traction pods right here, they're purple instead of royal blue. And then on the 2009 version in the middle, these are this is 2009 and this is 2000 version. They're very similar. This one may just be like a shade lighter royal blue color, and then you can actually see that the Jumpman is blue here, but the 2000 version is white. And then you have the front part, traction pod here, and this is also very, you know, this is a lighter shade of blue, royal blue than this. Okay. You know, if you guys had the chance to cop these shoes, you know, hit me up. Let me know what your thoughts are. I was actually really surprised that I was actually able to pick up these shoes from Finish Line online. I didn't really care much whether or not I got them or not, just because I already have the 2000 and 2009 version. But I said to myself, if I was able to get it, then it would just, you know, be my collection purposes, and, you know, and so I don't think I'm going to probably purchase any more of the Space Jams. I think, you know, I don't care a lot. I mean, a lot of people actually do care about this number 45. They just felt like it's not, you know, it's not what they want. They didn't like the number, and Jordan doesn't even like the number either. He actually wore 45 when he came out of retirement, but then he switched back to 23 because it was just not giving him any good luck, you know, as he said it. So I didn't care about that 45. I thought that was kind of cool, but yeah. So this is my comparison video on the shoes. Now let's go move into the boxes. Oh, and just before we go into the boxes, I just also want to point this out right here. The inside tongue, there's a tag in here. It says, for the 2000 version, which is right here, it actually says Jump Man, and then you have your Jumpman Jam, Jam. The 2009 version says Jump. Where's the J? J's up there somewhere. But anyways, yeah, this says Jump Man Jordan right here. Okay, and guess what the 2016 says? Jumpman Jordan. I was actually kind of shocked that it didn't say Jumpman Jam, just because these are the Space Jams. So I'm not sure why they went back to saying Jumpman Jordan. Okay, so maybe that's their mistake there. But yeah, just also let you know that the Jumpman inside is also purple, whereas it's the 2009 is royal blue, and then also the 2000 version is royal blue as well. Okay, all right, so let's move on to the boxes. All right, so start off with the 2016 version of the box. This is the outer cover. of the shoe box. When I got these from the shipping box, I opened it up, and this is what I first saw. And you can see there's the Monstar's hands, and you have Bugs Bunny's hands, and you know, they're kind of interlaced to make that number 23 right there. And then behind it, you can see there's that number 45 etched in there. Okay, so it's a decent looking box, you know. But again, I'm not buying the shoes because of the box, so you know, they're just trying to make it more you know, justify the reason why these are $220. On the bottom of the box, it says Jumpman, Nike address, and then you have your Nike Air sole, and then you have your Bugs Bunny Looney Tunes logo there. So Jordan Brand and you know, and Looney Tunes, I'm sure they have collaborated, and they're making so much money right now. The other thing I want to show you is that in the inner shoe of the 2016 version, just like the 1996 version of the shoe, it does say Nike Air in there. And let me just try to pull this guy out real quick for you. So this is the left shoe of the 2016 version, and it says Nike Air in there, and then there's your shoe tag, size tag in there. Other than that, you know, there's your shoe tag that has the numbers and everything in there. Let me just kind of read you guys what the numbers are. It is 378-037-003. So 378-037-003 right there. That's the box. Okay. And then of course it comes with these shoe inserts and has this tissue paper. I mean, they just went overboard with the tissue paper in this box. They have tissue papers on the outside of the shoes. They have tissue papers inside the shoe, and they have tissue papers around the shoe. It's just crazy. I don't know what's the deal with this. But this one is the purple Concord shoe insert. So this is going to be exactly as the same as 2011 Jordan 11 Concords. Okay. But yeah, so that's that with the shoe. Now the other part of the box is you're gonna have this Jordan 11 sort of this plastic cover right here with the, you know, with the dots here, I guess, reminisce of the carbon fiber here to show that you know, I guess there's some fluidity in the design. So there's 11 right there, and then the actual box itself, you have the purple hole right there with a Jumpman on top, and then this is the tag with $220. Number 45 on top. Has a nice glossy 45 on there. Let's see, and then other parts are, and then there's another Jumpman right there. The bottom of the box, you have same thing as the other, the outer box label, except it doesn't have that Looney Tune character on there, Bugs Bunny on there. Trying to get a focus today. There you go. Okay. Inside the box, if you open it up, which I'm trying to. Okay, if you open up the box, you get this galaxy-looking thing, space, because it's Space Jam, which is a really nice touch, you know. But am I paying for this? Yes. But did I want it? No. Okay, so the 45 on the paper is right there with black paper, and then you have another white tissue paper, followed by another, you know, then you open it up, you just keep opening, and then you keep opening, and you get these more tissue papers. So they just went overboard with the tissue paper this time. Anyways, so that's that. Excuse me. So yeah, so that's the design and the what the boxes had for the 2016 version. Okay, and then now for the 2000 version of the box, you have it comes with a retro card, okay? And I want to bring your attention to this because I know a lot of people may say, oh, I never knew that. And can you guys tell me what's wrong with this label tag? If you know what the difference is or what's wrong with it, comment in my video. Let me know. But letting you know that there's something wrong with this tag, and and it actually was apparent that this had happened in a lot of boxes. So just because it's a mistake, it doesn't mean it's fake. So, anyways. The inside of the shoe, here's the other shoe that I had, and so the 2000 version, and I still have my Nike receipt in there. So so that's where they have been stored. The box itself has the face of Jordan there, and then it has the Jumpman logo right there, and then you have your statement here. It says a portion of the proceeds from the purchase of Jordan products support educational initiatives, which is great. I totally support that, but I don't know if they're doing that now. And then the bottom of the box just has that sticker, Nike Air, Nike. So that's that. Now the 2009 version. Now when they came out with these were $175, I believe, and I think these were $125, the 2000 version, and then they upped another $50. Because obviously, they're not going to give you these packaging, inserts and boxes and these plastic cards for free. So they're charging you $50 for it. So you have your outer plastic lid, which has Jordan statements on there. It says, Tinker made them shine, Mike made them fly, and you made them iconic, blah, blah, blah. And then I still have my receipt here. And then you have the Jumpman, the Jordan 11s here, 2009. And it comes in these little papers. Again, it has these carbon fiber prints on them. Here's the tag for that. And then this is the outer box, which I thought was a pretty nice touch. You see number 23. And then you see right here it says Jumpman, Jordan Jumpman. Okay. So this one says Jordan Jumpman instead of Jumpman Jordan. Okay. So that's the difference as well. Then you have your royal blue hit right there with a Jumpman. So that's pretty much the difference between these shoes and the boxes. And let me know what you guys think, if you guys were able to get a pair for yourself. If you camped out for these, if you felt that these were worth the investment of $220, if you felt that the shoes were really reminiscing of the original 1996 version of the shoe, just let me know your thoughts and opinions on it. And so I personally felt that it was okay for the price. I think that the patent leather cut is really truly desired, and I think they did a good job on that. But I think in terms of the quality of the shoe, I think that's still up to debate, because I haven't worn them, and I probably will do a on-feet video a little bit later, but it does not feel like it's as soft as the 2000. Yeah, the tongue is very stiff, and versus the 2000 version, the tongue is very plush and very padded. 2016 version is very thin. So, and then you have your inner tag label here. It says, if you guys can zoom in on that, okay. It says quality basketball product inspired by the greatest player ever. I wish that was true in terms of the greatest product quality wise. Let me just kind of look through here again. So I want to make sure the tags are right. So we have here Jumpman Jordan, and then we have Jumpman Jordan, and then we have Jumpman Jam on 2000 version, Jumpman Jam, Jumpman Jordan, and then Jumpman Jordan. So I'm not sure why the box for the 2009 says Jordan Jumpman. So, okay, so that is a little tidbit. All right, so thanks for watching my video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Comment, subscribe, put that thumbs up for me. Greatly appreciate it. And I thank you all for who have subscribed to my channel and followed me and who have looked at my video and commented. And so I really appreciate that, you guys. Until then, peace out.